Alright, so we ended up with 4 nice catfish. Today we're going to do a catch and cook, a fish bouillon. We're going to use catfish for this one. You can use catfish, redfish, black drum, sheep's head, whatever you have available. For the ingredients, of course, it's fish. We got celery, bell pepper, onions, garlic, jalapenos, lemons, smoked sausage, Rotel original tomatoes, tomato paste, Worcestershire sauce, Creole seasoning, and crystal hot sauce, and of course regular table salt and black pepper. Alright, first thing you want to do is cut up all your ingredients. Smoked sausage is a real important part of this dish. The pork fat helps get all the vegetables sauteing down, and a little bit of smoke in it gives the dish a really good flavor. There's a million different recipes for bouillon. Some start with a roux, some don't. I don't use a roux. You can add one if you want. You can do whatever you want. Bouillon is no set thing. It's just whatever you prefer. Like I said, I really like the smoked sausage in it. I use D&D brand smoked sausage. Very, very good. If I have venison sausage, I prefer to use it. That really gives it a good flavor. And most of the times I would have my sausage processed by D&D to get the same seasoning blend as this sausage here. So this is D&D's mild smoked sausage. Next thing we're going to do is chop up all of our vegetables. Okay, we got everything chopped up. Celery, onions, bell pepper, jalapenos, garlic, and our smoked sausage. Alright, first step is to brown our smoked sausage. So we'll just take a little bit of cooking oil, coat the bottom of the pot. Just enough cooking oil to get it started. So like I said earlier, I'm making a triple batch, so this is 3 times the ingredients listed on the ingredients list. Alright, now that we got our smoked sausage rendering out the fat, we'll go ahead and add our celery, onions, and bell pepper. And all of our jalapeno. Okay, we'll stir this and we'll saute it until the vegetables are translucent. Okay, so after your vegetables have all sauteed down and become translucent, go ahead and stir in your garlic. Add your water. Okay, on this plate we got our salt, our Creole season, our black pepper, and our bay leaves. Worcestershire sauce. our hot sauce, canned rotels, all of our tomato paste, and we'll squeeze our lemons into there. So once we get all of our ingredients in, make sure you get a real good mix. Try to make sure all that tomato paste is chopped up. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to simmer this on medium for about 4 hours. This has been simmering on medium for about 3 hours with the lid on, of course. And as you can see, everything's blended together and it's gotten really, really thick. So the thicker the better, and the reason why is when you eventually put your fish in here, that fish is going to release a lot of liquid. So you want your gravy to be real thick initially. Put the fish in, let the fish cook, and then you'll be able to add water to thin it to the consistency you want. So that's simmering for 3 hours with the lid on. We'll let it keep going while we prep the fish. Alright, for the next step we're going to prep the fish. So for this batch I've got 10 pounds of catfish fillets, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these fillets and we're going to cut them up into little cubes. About 1/2 inch square cubes. Try to get it kind of all uniform. And these were all flathead Opelousas cats caught about a week ago. Real beautiful meat on these. Okay, once you get your meat all diced and cut up, the next thing you want to do is season it liberally with your Cajun seasoning, Creole seasoning, whatever you like to use. I like to use Tony Chachere's. It's got a little bit of kick to it, but it's very good. You want to get all of it coated pretty good on all sides. Then once you get your meat all coated like this, you want to let it sit about 15 minutes for the seasoning to soak in. We've let our gravy cook down to the consistency we want. You can see it's nice and thick. Everything's incorporated together. And then we got our fish all seasoned, and let it sit a while to marinate. So 10 pounds of catfish. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to stir the fish in, get it spread all around the pot. Alright, so this pot and all this gravy retains a tremendous amount of heat. So what we do, we put the lid back on once we stir the fish in. We turn the fire off. Just let it set for like 25 minutes. The residual heat is going to cook your fish. So we put our catfish in. We've let this set about 25 minutes. In the meantime, we've cooked a little bit of white rice. So you can see in this pot the fish is all cooked. It's released a little bit of liquid. It's thinned the gravy out some. You don't want to stir it up too much. You don't want to break up the fish. There we go. Catfish Bouillon. Got a giant pot. We'll probably feed about 35 to 40 people with this pot. So now what I'll do is I'll let the lid off and I'll just let it cool down, put it in containers and take it to where I'm going tomorrow. So we've got our catfish Bouillon all cooked. Got a serving plated up. You can see the fish stays firm when you do it like that. Get a little bit of fish, a little bit of smoked sausage, the gravy, the vegetables, and some rice. Delicious. So catfish Bouillon, just as good with redfish. Like I said, black drum, sheep's head, whatever type of good, firm, meaty fish you have that you can use.